Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video we are going to learn how to access someone's location using Android. We will access someone's location and we will store those location details into our Firebase database. Later we will retrieve those details and we will see that location on Google Map also. So without wasting much more time, let's start the video here. So here we are going to modify our old application Firebase setup, okay, which we have developed in previous videos. So this is our old application. You can see main activity and data activity is there. So we will make some changes and we will make this application as a live location tracker application. So just copy these implementations, just add it here, okay. So just say synchronize now. Yeah, that's it. After that you have to add another SDK, which is nothing but Google Play services. So go to SDK manager and SDK tools. So here you can see I have already added. You have just to download and add it, okay. So that's it, all about our basic setup. So just start the development part. So here I will take another activity. I will say this activity as location activity. Fine, just say finish. Here you can remove this set content view line, okay. No need of this, so just change it to a simple activity. Fine. So here you can say location manager lm is equal to location manager of get system services of location service, okay. Yeah, that's it. Here you can say if not equals to lm dot is provider enabled, just pass the provider as location manager dot gps provider. Yeah, inside this you can call finish. Yeah, if condition not satisfies, then it will finish the activity. So here you can write check whether GPS is enabled or not, okay. Yeah, that's it. So here beside that you can say int permission equals to context compact dot check self permission. You can pass this as context, okay. So here you can say manifest dot permission dot access find location find. Yeah, permission code is came. Now we can check permission is granted or not. Package manager dot permission granted, okay. So if this satisfies, just leave it as empty. So you can say else activity compact dot request permission. You can say this comma new string array of manifest, okay. Just enter here manifest. I will say dot permission dot access find location, okay. You can pass outside of this permission, okay. So I will take another static final int, you can say permission, okay. So I will just pass permission code 100. Yeah, here you can see I have just passed that permission, okay. So that's it. We will write that if block after developing another method. So here you can write if the app does not have access, then you have to request for permissions, okay. Yeah, that's it. Here you can say another method on request permission result. Where is this? Yeah, overridden method, just delete this super call. Here you can say if request code double equals to permission, okay, ampersand, you can say grant results dot length double equals to 1, and you can pass another one. You can say grant results of 0 double equals to package manager dot permission granted, okay. Yeah, that's it. If this condition satisfy, you can say here then start the GPS tracking service, okay. So this if block we will fill later also, okay, after developing our start GPS tracking method, okay. So that's it. Here you can write else block here, okay. So here you can toast dot make text context as this. So here you can say please enable GPS. Yeah, here you can say toast dot length sort dot show, okay. So yeah, error is coming. Yeah, I made a mistake here, just delete this bracket from here, okay. So here we have developed our on request permission result method. So here you can say private void start tracker, okay, for enabling our GPS tracking. So here you can say start service, okay. Inside that you can pass intent. Okay, so here you can say new intent of this comma. Okay, so we have not created a service, so here you can say new service. Fine, so I will say my service, say finish. So here we have to modify this service, just delete these exception throwing lines. Okay, yeah, here you can say return null. So after that you can override our onCreate method here. Yeah, that's it. Leave this super call as it is. Fine, so we will develop another method. So here you can say login to Firebase. Yeah, so we will, yeah, just open this. Yeah, so here inside that you can say authentication. Here we can take string email equals to get string. Okay, so before that, so I will add some strings. So I have already prepared some strings for time saving. So here you can copy these strings and just paste inside the resources. Yeah, that's it. Here you can call that test email. Okay, so here you can say string password equals to get string of r.string.test password. Okay, yeah, that's it. Password and email came. So here you can say Firebase authentication dot get instance dot sign in with email and password. Okay, or inside that you can pass email and password. So you can add an complete listener here, new complete listener. Yeah, just end with a semicolon here. One more thing I have not included in this video is we have to take a test user and password inside our Firebase authentication page. Okay, so you can take your own test users and password. Okay, so that's it. We will take another method here, location request equals to new. You can say location request. Yeah, that's it. You can say request dot set interval 10,000, I will say. So after that you can say request dot set priority to location request dot priority high accuracy. Okay, yeah, that's it. Here you can say fused location provider client. Yeah, client equals to location services dot get fused location provider client. Okay, this one. Yeah, this one. Fine, so here you can pass the context as this. After that we can take our path. So here final string path equals to get string. So here I will say r.string that Firebase path. Okay, yeah, that's it. So here after that you can say int permission equals to context compact dot check self permission. Inside that you can pass this comma, yeah, this comma manifest dot permission dot access find location. Fine, yeah, that's it. So here you can say if permission double equals to package manager dot permission granted, yeah, sorry, yeah, then client dot you can say request location updates. Just pass the request here along with a new location callback inner class. So just open that class body here. So here you can override on location result method. So just delete this super call. Inside this you can say database reference ref equals to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference. Okay, so here you can pass the path. Fine, so after that you can say location equals to location result dot get last location. Fine, so here you can say if location not equals to null, then you can say ref dot set value pass the location. Fine, yeah, that's it. So outside that you can just say comma null. Fine, yeah, it's showing, yeah, say yes. Fine, we have completed developed our service which will talk to database. Okay, which will save the location in database. So here inside this onComplete method, just call that method. So inside this onCreate method you can call login to Firebase method. Okay, for authentication purpose. So here inside location activity you can say our my service dot class. Fine, so that's it. Here you can say GPS, no, you can say toast dot make text this comma GPS tracking enabled. Okay, so after that you can say toast dot length sort dot show. Fine. So here you can say finish. Yeah, just call this start tracker inside the if block. Yeah, again looks fine. I think everything is fine. Now we can modify our UI file. So here just add another button, just copy this, paste. Here you can say location push. Okay, just change the drawable here. I will select this one, so just say layout below that. Okay, yeah, fine. Here we can add another button. I will say soap map. Fine, layout below that. Fine, but it's not looking good. Just let me change the size of that to mini one. Okay, yeah, now it's looking good. Fine. So here just come to main activity. Here you can say private floating action button. You can say push location, or you can say push LOC and show map. Okay, so here just initialize here i.id dot location push. Next one is show map equals to find VYID i.id dot show map. Fine. So that's it. You can say push LOC dot set on click listener. So inside our on click method, here you can say intent equals to new intent of main activity dot this comma location activity dot class. Fine. So here you can say start activity and just pass the intent. Yeah, after this we just require to say some permissions here. So just copy these two permission and I will paste it here. Fine, that's it. It looks fine. I think we can run the application now. Yeah, just wait for some times. Yeah, here you can see the application is run successfully. GPS tracking enabled, it's showing. So inside the database the location data is coming. Okay, here you can say altitude, longitude, latitude also coming. So here I have deleted that one. It also created again automatically. So that's it, all about accessing location and storing in our database. Okay, so that's all about accessing someone's location and storing those location details to our database. So let's see how to see the location using that longitude latitude in Google Map. Okay, so here you can say map activity, let's say finish. So I will make some changes here. Okay, I will say implements on map ready callback interface. Okay, so I will implement those methods. Yeah, that's it. Just change the layout file activity map. Okay, so inside that you can see fragment width is equal to match parent, height also. So here you can say Android ID map. Okay, yeah, that's it. Next one you can say name is equal to, I will say support map fragment. Okay, yeah, I have to write along with package name. So here I will say com.google.android.gms.maps. Okay, yeah, that's it. I remembered. Here you can say context. I will say tools colon context equals to map activity. Fine. So just end this, collapse this empty tag. Fine. Yeah, just come to our map activity. Here inside onCreate method you can say support. Yeah, I think it's support map fragment. You can say fragment equals to support map fragment of get support fragment manager. Okay, yeah, fragment manager dot, you can say find fragment by id. So here you can pass the id of our map fragment. So here you can say fragment dot map async. You can pass the context this. So here inside this on map ready method you can set lat lng. I will say mine. Okay, equals to, you can say new lat lng. Inside the constructor we have to pass this latitude Okay, just paste and this longitude. Yeah, that's it. After that you can say Google Maps dot add marker, new marker options dot position. Here you can pass mine. Okay, dot title, you can say your name, my name, anyone's name, fine. So after that you can say Google Map dot move camera, camera update factory dot new lat lng, you can pass mine, fine. That's it, all about our map activity. I think we have completed. So here you can say adding marker. Okay, yeah, here you can say show map dot set on click listener of new view dot on click listener. So inside this you can say start activity, new intent of this comma map activity dot class, fine. Here you can say main activity dot this. Okay, yeah, that's all about developing part. So here inside manifest we have to pass some metadata, nothing but Google API keys. You know that without Google API keys Google will not allow to do anything. So here I will copy this, just paste it here. Here just create the string. Okay, from here you can create also, fine. So just go to the strings.xml. okay, where is this? Yeah, strings.xml. so here I will copy and paste my Google API key, so give me some time. Yeah, I have copied and pasted successfully. So here is my maps API key. So fine, everything looks fine. We have did everything needed. So you can just run the application. Just wait for some times. Gradle build is running. Okay. Yeah, hopefully without any error it will run successfully. Fine. So here just enable this. Yeah, here you can see on the map our location is coming. So I will zoom it. So I am living in Hyderabad near SIDAC building. Let's see it's showing the perfect location or not. Just zoom in more and more. Yeah, it's showing my location perfectly. So here you can see Center for Development of Advanced and all. So this is my perfect location. With this we have successfully developed a live location tracking application using Android. So that's it all about today's video guys. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel so that it will motivate me a lot and I will come with more and more videos. So thank you guys, see you in next video.